What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We're gonna hope that this is working right here. I know we had some technical difficulties that first time around. I'm telling you, man, it's a good and a bad with what I do. The good is I get to do a lot of what I want without all this political bureaucracy and tape and all that jibber jabber. The bad is I do not have a support team. And sometimes I just don't know what's going on with the computer, man. So, nevertheless, we're going to try to get this going. A little bit flat, you might hear it in my voice because I already just did one of these broadcasts. Got about what 4 minutes into it, and the computers and everything just went crap. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to bring the energy up a little bit, but at this point, it's now 2 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm sorry, 2 o'clock Central time, probably 3 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? Okay, 1 o'clock Central time, 2 o'clock Eastern time. But let me go ahead and get the introductions. Hopefully, you guys can see the broadcast right. Something's a little off, but again, hopefully we will make it through it okay. Chris Jenkins, credential media member for Charlotte Vibe, covering the Carolina Panthers, coming to you live and direct from Appleton, Wisconsin, just about 30 miles south of Green Bay. You know, I like to get online, interact with you guys, and always whenever I travel, I like to give you a little behind the scenes video. So this is what I'm doing right now, that I'm taking my butt to bed. So again, one other thing, like the video, that helps get out the word about Charlotte Vibe. Hey, if you're able to, donations are always welcome and much, much, much needed. So there's super chats that you can do. There's PayPal. There's GoFundMe. Hey, even if you do $1, trust me, all these views, if everybody did $1 that liked the video, it helps your boy out tremendously to do what I love to do. So nevertheless, let me go ahead and get into it. So today left Charlotte about 4:30, flying to Chicago. Nice smooth flight. Got a middle seat, but you know when I'm traveling, just trying to travel as cheap as possible. So your boy is not gonna pay extra to sit in the aisle seat or to sit by the window unless we're going like far. So nevertheless, flew into Chicago and had a 3 hour layover, man. I was not excited about that 3 hour layover. Been flying direct all season, but there is not a direct flight from Charlotte to Green Bay, so that's what I had to do. One of the cool things, man, is I always say man of the people. Cody, my man Cody, gave me that nickname, and I just embraced it. Love to engage, love to interact, and I always say, hey, if you see me out and about, please say hello. And I know a lot of times when you see somebody out and you're not sure, you're like, I don't want to interrupt them. But I'm like, you guys have been so pleasant. You don't interrupt me. You say hello, shake your hand, take a picture, and keep it moving. But it really always inspires me when you guys speak because I never know. I never get to meet you. So it's really awesome. So met a lot of people last week and today on the flight leaving Charlotte. Gentleman introduced himself, and we ended up actually flying both legs here to Green Bay. Took a picture with him, but also got to share a very cool experience, which is on the flight from Chicago. And again, it was like a 3 hour layover. So I'm just watching the LSU Alabama game, just talking to my mom, like, you know, just tired wanting to get here, not paying attention to my surroundings much. It's a really big guy that's getting on the checking in and going down the concourse before me. And I'm just like, yo, that looks like a football player. Just merely on his size. Don't know who he is. I ain't seen his front, just saw his back. I mean, big guy with dreads, right? Every guy has dreads now. Hey, appreciate the super chat, John Kidco Barrera. Trust me, it helps. So, and just on that real quick, the goal is to raise $15,000 to run Charlotte Vibe for the year. Way, way off. I think we're just maybe at $300. So every little bit helps every time you guys do something like that. I appreciate it. I will definitely stay warm, my man. I would show you everything, but it took me so long getting online tonight. I don't feel like getting the camera off the tripod. But anyway, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to play this video for you guys. I'm going to do a video because I just want to share again, the trip with you all, show you what I'm doing. And we were getting on a small plane. I thought it was going to be one of those planes that has one row and two, but it was actually just a small plane with a 2x2. And so let me just roll the tape and share with you all what happened tonight. Here we go. On the plane with Julius Peppers. Hey man. Hey man, get out of my way. You remember me from being in the locker room? What's up? Good to see you, man. Bro? Look who that on the plane with Julius Peppers. Hey man. Hey man, get out of my way. You remember me from being in the locker room? What's up? Good to see you, man. Bro? So there you see exactly as it transpired, me going to board on my plane in Chicago to fly to Green Bay, and I'm just filming, thinking like, let me share with everybody like what my plane looks like, and then I kind of had a fan. I'm like shocked, like that is Julius Peppers right in front of me, getting on the plane, and you guys could hear my conversation there. I don't know what I was saying before I talked to him. I really didn't think I was talking to anybody at all, but I asked him if he remembered me. He said he did, but you know, he's a nice guy. I didn't talk to him a whole lot when he was in Carolina for those 2 years, just because he always had a crowd of people that's locking in. He didn't talk a lot, and then when he did, it was 50 million people there, so I'm not quite sure he would have remembered me, but it was cool to ride on that plane. So that's what I meant by the title, kinda, sorta. Flew to Green Bay with Julius, because he wasn't on my leg from Charlotte. He was just on the leg from Chicago to Green Bay, and we got in at about 10:30 Central Standard Time, and then he got off the plane. He was in first class. Even I know a lot of people was like, man, how did that guy fit in that plane? It was a smaller plane, but they did have a first class, and he was seated in the first class. Fortunately for him, he didn't have anybody beside him, but it was funny because you could see everybody was on the plane like this with their phone zooming in, so you might see a lot of pictures with Peppers, just the back of his head, online on social media. But nevertheless, it's cool. You guys asked me about the weather. Yeah, it's cold. It is cold. Let me see if I got my bag near me. I packed. I'm not going to quickly find everything to share with you guys. Where is my jacket? But I packed. It's currently, I think, about 30 degrees outside. Double check. It is, my phone is not telling me. Let's pull it up online. See what the weather is outside. I think it's about 35. It is currently 37. 37 degrees, and tomorrow's supposed to be a lot cooler, but I got my sock liners. I got my hot packs. I got like 4 hot packs. I got my scarf. I got my gloves. I actually got 2 pair of gloves. I got 1 pair that I'm gonna wear when I'm doing my pregame show, and then another pair that I'm gonna wear when I'm not. I got my suit, and I definitely got all my layers for my suit. I wish I should have wore a suit that had a vest, but I got my undershirt, my shirt, my vest. I'm sorry, my coat, and then my outer coat, and then my scarf, and then my gloves. So I'm definitely gonna be trying to stay cool. So because of that, I'm gonna say, if you are watching and you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe, because tomorrow morning, or I should say afternoon, because they moved the time, I'll be going live outside of Green Bay's Lambeau Field, letting you know the latest news and the inactive. So watch. Since I'm going to be out there freezing, I ask you guys watch. And as always, we'll do a post-game show. All right, so let me see. I want to make sure. My boy, Tab Black. Actually, Tab Black, I can't see you guys as icons, but I think that's a female. If I do, I don't want to say my boy, and it's a lady. So let me see officially what the weather. I'm actually in Appleton, and I know my phone was saying that it was a little colder than that. So here we go. Appleton, Wisconsin. Okay, so it's currently 35 and feels like 29 degrees. Sounds about right. And tomorrow it's going to be a high of 34, low of 19. So it's definitely going to get a little cold tomorrow. Let me answer these few questions. I've got to jump off of here and get to bed, get some rest after my travels. How cold, howdy. Met Pep at the Steelers game last year. Such a good dude. Yeah, he's real cool, real quiet. John Kidco is saying what's up to Tab. Tab is saying what's up to John. Amazon guy is cheesing. Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, Pep is super chill. Yeah, man, he was literally like, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows in front of him. That hoodie look, man, this hoodie. This is what I would be like tomorrow, but like I said, I got a scar that I'm gonna wear tomorrow, but it is warm. What's my predictions for the game tomorrow? I hadn't really got a good feel on this game tomorrow to to give a prediction. I got excited for that San Francisco game, and I felt good about that San Francisco game. And I don't do a lot of predictions, but that San Francisco game went way left. Did a prediction last week for the Titans game, and I was dead on. I didn't say the points. I just said it's going to be a differential of 10 points, and I was dead on there. So I don't yet have a feel for this game tomorrow. I think it should just be a very competitive game, but I don't know. So we'll see how I feel in the morning. I feel like there's something flying on me. If y'all can see it, make sure y'all get it for me. 28 degrees in North Carolina. Wow. Yeah, I'm a lady, Chris. Wow. Wow, Tab. I didn't know, so much apologies because it's like, I mean, it's literally like this big. And I think there's a DJ that's in Charlotte called Tab DiBiase, and I think because of Tab, I'm just thinking of guy. So much apologies because you have been an extremely loyal viewer and contributor to helping us keep going. So thank you, Miss Tab. Correct me if it's Mrs., but right now I'll call you Miss Tab. Ready for the game? Yeah, one thing about that game is, man, they changed the game tomorrow to a 4 p.m. game Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, and that's just going to make it tough on you, boy, because that means the sun is going to go down probably about halftime, and I'm sure with that sun going down, it's probably going to drop at least 15 degrees at Lambeau Field, and it's going to be frigid. So, not looking forward to that. Wish they had left it. I can't. Wish they had left it at the regular time, because it's going to be so cold. Yes, DJ Tab DiBiase. Is Little playing now? Greg Little is still out with his concussion, so he made a little progress. You saw him out on the field last week, but he didn't make it, so he's still out with a concussion technically. John thinks we'll win, but it could be Niners repeat as well. I don't, man. I don't. I'm so afraid to talk because I felt. So, I mean, I felt good about that San Francisco game. I couldn't say that I felt like we was gonna win, but I just felt like it was gonna be a great game. And man, I tell you, in the press box, people were just like getting up halfway through the first quarter, saying like, "Man, this is gonna be miserable," because it was. But I don't have a feel yet. So man, please tune in tomorrow. Look at Tab. Look at Miss Tab. The challenges, the challenges, the challenges, the challenges, the challenges. We should be back on here now. Sorry. Battery died. So no, the Chargers beat them boys. I know our D is better. Yeah, the Chargers. See, yeah, the Chargers beat them. But you know, when the Chargers beat them, any team that's doing good, you know they're gonna get a loss somewhere. Just like the Patriots took that L. Not to say that the Ravens weren't a good team, but the Patriots took that L. So you just see you see and you know that that's gonna happen at some point. You just don't know when. I don't see it happening back to back for the Packers. So I know that means that I think that the Panthers are going to lose. I'm not saying that. I just don't think they're going to play poorly. And I feel like it's just going to be, I feel like it's going to be a good game. A good game. We got to run the ball very well if we plan on winning the game. I don't think they're going to let us run it too much, so Kyle Allen has to throw darts tomorrow. So it's only been one team that's been able to stop Christian McCaffrey running. That was Tampa Bay Bucks. They did it twice. Did a good job. Nobody else has been able to do that yet. So I feel good about Christian McCaffrey having another good game tomorrow. You know, it might not be a superstar game, might not be his near 200 yards total, but I think he's going to do pretty good. I feel like our offense is going to be fine. I just think that the biggest thing is going to be stopping Aaron Rodgers, containing Aaron Rodgers. And somebody earlier talked about blitzing him, and you can blitz him, but actually when you blitz this guy, he's at his best. When you blitz him, he still has great field vision to see downfield. He has great arm strength to still get that ball downfield. So, yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's just got to wait and see. Prime time, good game, right? They moved to the 4 o'clock. So, should be a great game to watch. The struggle is real. Yeah, the struggle is real. I had to change the batteries in the camera. Should have done it beforehand, but that's what things happen when you're tired and traveling. So, but I'm here. Then we're going to clean them up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Tab said hopefully Dante and Eric Reed are hyped about LSU winning, so they'll get a pick or two. Don't forget, All-Pro Trey Turner is also an LSU alum. So, yeah, maybe those guys will all be super hyped and show out tomorrow. But nevertheless, hey, as always, I want to thank everybody for watching, especially my super chatters, Tab, and I believe John with that super chat. Let me see if I can scroll up so I can get this right. Yeah, John Kidco Barrera. Appreciate you two very, very much. Every little bit helps. So, signing off tomorrow. See games at 3:30 Central. So, at about 2 to 3:30. Is it at 3:30? Anyway, 90 minutes before kickoff, we'll go live from the frozen tundra. And then also we'll go, won't go live, but we'll have a post-game recap with player interviews about an hour after the game, so check that out as well.